is Aromie here, and welcome to a new gameplay of another access game called Café Enchanté. I actually had to Google translate it because I was like, I'm sure it's not enchant. But we are here. I'm gonna read a little bit about the game. It's already out, obviously, because you know your girl's delayed in all these uploads. But this game is about Katone, who inherits her grandfather's Tokyo cafe. She discovers the shop holds more secrets than anyone could imagine. The cafe is a meeting spot for beings from multiple mystical worlds. You meet the king of demons, a humanoid beast, a fallen angel, and more. And when government agents monitoring non-human activities show up at your door, your new cafe is about to become a lot more colorful. This sounds interesting as fuck. It sounds interesting as fuck. I don't know any of the characters' names, so I'm praying we get to meet all of them. I'm assuming there's gonna be I'm assuming there's gonna be like 5 potential guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 candidates. We're a new customer, so let's start. Let's edit my name because it's not Katone, I'm sorry. Alright, Michiko Owaki. Yes. Character looking real cute. And like usual, I can only show you guys 4 hours of this content, so let's hope I meet all 5 guys. Memories of childhood. They're filled with images of wisping steam and the aroma of fresh coffee. Most of these memories sunk into the depths of my mind as I entered adulthood. Even so, faint memories come to the front of my mind when I sometimes close my eyes in silence. The enchanting sounds of jazz standards on old records ushering in the gas. The sharp, flavorful scent of coffee flowing gently throughout the cafe. This is really cute. It's like I'm watching the credits, but I'm not. I'm just watching the intro. The warm, inviting light of the chandeliers glimmering upon the rows of glasses. Yes, my memories of that place are precious to me. But there's a memory of something much greater etched into my heart. Oh? It's the sound of my grandfather laughing together with the guests he served. Aww. Aw, look at my grandpa!
Nah.
Why do you think your old grandpa keeps this little cafe open? Because you like coffee? Well, that too. Many cafe owners do open shop simply because they love coffee. But if they like coffee so much, couldn't they just brew it at home? Grandpa kinda hot. The main reason he opened this place at all is for the people. Some of them drop by for just a cup. Say coffee. But sometimes they become patrons after falling in love with my brew. I don't like talking over him, but I can't. The game's doing it. It's automatically finishing his dialogue. And some of them come from faraway places beyond imagination. I started up this cafe as a pastime, unconcerned with making a cent, but now that I have patrons who call this place home, I can't just close up shop so easily. This cafe is for the patrons? That's cute in a way. That's right. Now listen carefully. Anyone can brew a cup of coffee for themselves, but it tastes better when someone brews it for you. Huh? Not that you don't understand yet. To be honest, I don't like coffee. I'm sorry. Our last customer is out to leave. Well, do you remember what to say when a guest leaves? Yeah, I hope you come back soon. This cafe is so beautiful. I would come back soon just for the atmosphere. Wow. That's a really cute introduction. I don't think I've played an Access game that introduced us into the game like this before, like a very cinematic kind of introduction. Rip Grandpa. I'm assuming Grandpa's like passed away or something. Ooh, florist shop. Look at my girl. She has such beautiful hair. Like it's very like it's short and then long at certain parts. I feel like I've been lost for so long, but I finally made it. I take my gaze away from the map in my hands and look across the familiar landscape. Wait, is Grandpa not gone? Café Enchanté. A name I hadn't heard in a while. It's been maybe 15 years now. Holy shit. Hearing myself say these words out loud made me realize how long it's been. Even if the world around it has changed as all of the years have passed by, it looks exactly how I always remembered it. I feel so happy at that fact for some reason, so much that it makes me smile. 15 years. Yep, I did a good job getting here if I do say so myself. Although I was completely reliant on this map app. I put my phone away and exchanged it for the piece of paper and key in my bag. What brought me here is a letter from my beloved grandfather. And the key to this cafe. I don't know what it says up here. Oh shit. It's up here on top. I'll just zoom in. I don't exactly know what that says. Isn't Jade to me is like I love? Or no. I don't know. It's French. I don't know French that well. I only studied 1 year of French in like middle school, and that's a long time ago. I'm back, Grandpa. I'll be in your care now. Oh, is Grandpa really gone? I quietly greet the small, simple key and carefully open the door to this familiar place. So this place has just been like closed for a while, for years? Or has someone else been taking care of it? Oh wow. The space that appeared before me was the one within the fog of my mind. The faded scenes tucked in my memories regained their color and their strength. I take a few steps forward, noticing a layer of dust. Nope, no one took care of it. Draped all over, it had all been left alone for so long. Still, a dim fragrance of coffee lingers in the air about the room. Damn, this place has just been here for 15 years? Or I'm sure it's not 15 years that it's been left here. It's just her leaving for 15 years, but then there's like an X amount of years where like no one was in here. Who paid the fucking bill? For the land. For the plot. I find comfort in that. No doubt about it. This is definitely Grandpa's shop. The wooden furnishings from back then radiate the comforting feeling of nature. My fingers glide upon the tables and chairs neatly and evenly laid out about the place, and that sense of familiarity fills me again. The cups polished to a shine and the colorful saucers that matched them. And the hand-operated coffee mill and siphons lined up behind the counter. Just stand there still holding their shine. They were always cared for so very well. Now that I'm here, I should take a look around the whole shop. Oh, this is where Grandpa yelled at me, huh? It was a pillar I tried to climb as a kid. The stairs that were difficult to walk upon with its tall steps. The hallway floor where I struggled to clean the drawings I made upon it. Looking around conjures up all sorts of old memories. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I got yelled at a whole lot. The next thing I looked at was a storehouse that held a bunch of things. It didn't seem dirty to me, though it would be a lot of physical work to clean all of it up. Right, I guess all was left alone after he passed. Grandpa, I'd have to look through everything to know what it was all used for. I can't do anything right now though, huh? Damn, it's like a fucking detailed as shit in here. Like each background is very highly detailed, and I can't imagine like the amount of work it takes to make one of these backgrounds. Behind the counter seating is a large kitchen. Oh wow, I've never noticed the kitchen before. A faded memory of my grandpa making a quick meal comes to mind. I think at that time he was making a sandwich, and of course he was happy, smiling. So backyard. I floated through the kitchen, making my way to the back of Enchanté. Though it wasn't much, there were the remains of what used to be a vegetable garden. In a corner there was a small flower bed. The colorful vegetables and the pretty flowers decorating the air always looked so impressive. That's right, I remember crying here. My face grew flushed from the memory of me throwing a fuss, wanting to water the flowers, rolling around and crying over it. Being back here just opens up a floodgate of memories, one after the other. How the hell am I supposed to clean all this? I continued touring the first floor as if to search for those moments I'd forgotten, and then I mutter again. I'm back, Grandpa. Away from Tokyo, the capital of Japan, far from the city center, sitting in an alley after a 5-minute walk, the privately owned Café Enchanté. The person who owned this shop was none other than my late grandfather, Soon Owaki? Sure brings back memories. The amount of nostalgia I feel seems endless. Grandpa. Until I was about 4, my parents were too busy and I had lived here at Café Enchanté with my grandpa. Okay, 15 plus 4, she's 19 now, right? My family. When my parents decided to settle down in the country, Grandpa continued to watch after the cafe. That was probably why I thought it would still be his forever. I never once imagined that I'd be the one to come and continue running the shop. I mean, I wouldn't mind owning a cafe, shit. Enchanté was a cafe, but it was also a place that Grandpa called home. The building was surprisingly large. The drafty second and third floors were living spaces, as only the first floor was a cafe. With the counter seats facing the bar and the cozy table sitting around the shop, there was a total of about 20 seats here. The menu board seemed to have just some basic drip coffee available. The types of beans were written there, but it prompted patrons to choose their brew, and you got to see it brew as you chatted. Grandpa thought it was too much of a pain to decide the type of brew himself, so he'd make the customer decide. Though I think it was really popular to be able to choose your method from the nail drip to this. Is this siphon or siphon? I feel like a siphon. And watch the process. It's a old style cafe. Nowadays people are they want things to be efficient and quick. That's right. Just then, from the corner of my eye, I see curtains hung behind the stairs and move toward them. I thought I had already walked through the first floor already. What's behind these curtains? Is it a secret base? I thought I already went there. Is it not that? Looking from the garden, there should be another room behind these curtains. I go through them deep in thought. Oh, staff only! I knew it. Although, what was this room for? For Grandpa's dirty doing. I shouldn't talk about him. I like that though. I tilt my head and wonder at this room hidden so far in the back. It just doesn't match what I remember. Still, if it's possible, I'll be taking over this place. I should have an understanding of the interior of the shop. So, what's this secret room? Hello? Why the hell would I say hello? It's so dark. First of all, I need to find a light. Attempting to figure out what this last room was, I opened its doors. The fuck? Wait, this door leads to another fucking room? Well, obviously, but another... Something came into my vision immediately. It was well, what the hell is that word? Ostentatiously adorned door that didn't quite match the rest of the cafe. Come to think of it. Wait, is this room just for this door? Right. Aside from the ornate door, there was nothing else here. Even though there was a space for it, like the storehouse, nothing was kept here. Nothing stored. No extra furniture. Just a door. It just sits there. It says closed. Why is there a door here? I took a peek behind it, but sure enough, there was nothing there. Just the rest of the room. Oh, Jesus. Can you, not open the door like that? It doesn't open either. I hadn't the slightest clue as to what it was doing here. It's just an old door. I have no idea when it might have been built. Even though there's no doubt it was old, its frame seemed strangely free of blemishes. Gazing at the doorbell hung at the top, I tilted my head and wondered yet again. Maybe Grandpa bought it thinking he would use it to replace another door? He always liked antiques and old things. That's the only reason I could think of as to why it would be here. Is it normal for anyone to really have just a door in here? A plate read open and closed on it, which must have been intended to use at the entrance. I imagine my free-spirited and showy grandpa going through the effort and smiled wryly to myself. But now that he's gone, I'll never know what he intended to do with this. I have to take over, or Enchanté won't be in business anymore. I reach out to the plate marked closed. Grandpa must have turned over before he passed. This lonely-looking plate that would turn people away, knowing the cafe would never open again. I decide to keep it closed. Turn it open? I'm assuming when I turn it open, it's gonna allow the non-humans to enter. Let's turn it open. Because we're open for business now, right? Well, not really, because I gotta clean up, but I acted on a whim. This door led nowhere, and it stood in the middle of a shop that lost its owner. This sign was written in boredom, proclaiming the store's closed status. It seemed strange for me to even feel this, but it looked a little lonely. Cute. My feelings guide me. I turn over the plate, the letters written on it jump into my sight, and in that moment, the world changed.
やっと見つけた。
Wait, who's this? I finally found you. The doorbell rang announcing a customer. You're so cute. Wait. Who is this? The light spilling from the doors blinded me, and the first thing I felt was a handsome man, duh. Was a warmth that enveloped my entire body. He has longer nails than I do. A sweet embrace as if holding something precious and delicate. What if Grandpa told them about me and like, hey, my granddaughter will one day come here. Can you please greet her on my behalf? Dude, now I'm sad. Why did I say that? Oh, anyway, this is where we have to stop for today's episode. Anyway, holy shit. Oh, well, we met our first contender. I'm assuming he might be the last route, because usually whoever we meet first tends to be the person that you have to unlock. So anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. I hope you guys are excited about Café Enchanté. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.